Good morning, students. Hope you are doing well. Many of you are very confused about what you have to do in your career as an English literature student. Whether you should be going for set examination or the guest lecturer, whether you should qualify UGC NET examination, and after qualifying UGC NET examination, whether you should be struggling for JRF or you should start working on the PhD. Like as soon as you qualify UGC NET examination, you start making your PhD proposal. You see, the third category for the UGC NET examination is PhD. Like there is a separate cutoff for the PhD. And I know 5 students who have only completed PhD, who have already qualified the third category, and now they are doing their PhD. Not even NET, not even JRF. They are doing PhD. Why does it happen? आप JRF भी कर लेते हो, आपका PhD में सिलेक्शन नहीं होता. आप नेट भी कर लेते हो, आपका PhD भी नहीं होता. But then there are students who have done only PhD, they got selected. I will tell you the reason. There are set examination students who have only qualified Rajasthan set. I know students, they are teaching as a guest lecturer. Not even NET, not even JRF, not even PhD. They are teaching in the government colleges as a guest lecturer, earning 45 to 50,000 rupees. I will tell you why does it happen. B.Ed जरूरी है, B.Ed करें या ना करें, private jobs, school teaching options, what could be the options for English literature UGC NET student? These things, no one tell you these things. You know, everyone is here. आप बड़ी बड़ी बातें करके उल्टे सीधे टॉपिक पढ़ा के आपको like they are just making I don't want to talk about it. They will never tell you the practical path. Because आप ये जब तक आप प्रिपेयर करते रहोगे ना UGC NET JRF की, तब तक वी कोचिंग क्लासेस एवरीवन विल बी मेकिंग मनी. ठीक है, आप नहीं तो टीचर बन जाओगे, कंपटीशन में आ जाओगे, है ना. यू विल स्टार्ट टीचिंग इन सम कॉलेज, यू विल स्टार्ट टीचिंग इन सम कोचिंग. So no one wants you to become a teacher. Everyone wants you to remain a student so that you will keep on preparing for UGC NET JRF. You will not go in your life anywhere. सब कुछ important होता है लाइफ में. Everything is important. Everything is important. UGC NET is also important. JRF is also important. PhD is also important. B.Ed is also important. Every single thing is important, has its own advantages and disadvantages. Disadvantages भी होंगे. Disadvantages JRF. आपको क्या लगता है नेट क्वालिफाई करने के तुरंत बाद JRF हो जाता है? नहीं होता. It takes 1.5 years at least, or on an average it takes 1.5 years to qualify NET examination, and then it takes on an average 1.5 years to qualify JRF. On an average I'm talking about. Some people qualify JRF after 3 years of qualifying the NET. Some people qualify JRF after 6 months because the probability is very less. 90,000 students or 1 lakh students appear for UGC NET examination, and only 100 to 200 JRF candidates will be selected. So there is a difference. I am telling you 1.5 years it takes on an average. I'm not saying like in 6 months you will qualify NET. On an average, some people qualify the NET examination in 6 months. Some even qualify the NET examination in their 8th attempt, in their 9th attempt, after 4 years. I'm telling you the truth. What I have seen for the last 6 years or 7 years after getting in touch with 3,000 plus students. No one will tell you these things. You should accept it or not. बेवकूफ होते हैं वो नहीं एक्सेप्ट करेंगे, बिकॉज उनको क्या है, उनको बातें चाहिए अच्छी अच्छी. लाइक समवन कम एंड समवन विल जस्ट शो देम देयर ड्रीम्स. सब ड्रीम्स दिखाएंगे आपको, ड्रीम्स दिखाएंगे सिर्फ. नो वन विल टेल यू द ट्रूथ. Okay, now coming back to our discussion, every single thing is important here, but the most important thing is UGC NET. Qualifying this examination will give flavors to all the masalas in your vegetable. You see, the vegetable is always incomplete without salt. As soon as you put the salt, you will start getting the flavors of garam masala, lal mirch. Okay, you will start getting the flavor of kali mirch. Okay, black pepper or whatever it is. So UGC NET is the most important thing you have to qualify if you want to give flavor to your career. If you want to make sure that your career will prosper, you should be qualifying the UGC NET examination. Even if you get selected in PhD, this whole vegetable will remain incomplete without UGC NET certificate. Even if you become a guest lecturer or you qualify SET examination, this whole career thing will remain incomplete without SET, without UGC NET, the salt. Even if you do B.Ed, even if you grow as a private teacher, you will always have in your heart कि यार I should become a college professor. I should at least attempt for UGC NET, and I should at least go for UGC NET examination. So UGC NET will give flavor to every single thing, and it is the most important thing you should be doing as soon as you as soon as you do your graduation or post graduation. You should immediately start preparing for UGC NET examination. Okay, and now I will tell you how to make your career here also, how to make your career in your life as an English literature student. So you have to accept this uncomfortable truth about success. The uncomfortable truth about success is that life rarely follows the neat plan. There is no neat plan. I always wanted to become an international best-selling author. I read more than 500 novels. I wrote more than 7 drafts of novels. इतनी सारी books पढ़ी हुई हैं मेरी. I wrote it with my hand back then in 2013, 14, 15. 7 years I worked as a writer in college in a company. I did my B.Tech. इंजीनियरिंग देखो, बीटेक करके भी आप लेक्चरर लग सकते हो. Today if I call some teacher, if I call any university, they will directly hire me without saying even a word. I even get a call from a lot of institutes and everything here. Like they want to hire me. Like they want to hire me to work for them. You see, even if you have B.Tech, you can even become a professor of English literature. We have a lot of like 3 to 4 students who qualified RPSC and MPPSC examination, government examination. One student was from history. He completed his post-graduation from history. Another student was from commerce, and one student was from science background. He also got placed as a government job. It's not about कहाँ से डिग्री की है, JNU से की है, DU से की है. It doesn't matter. If your luck is good, अगर लक जब आएगा तो आप भिखारी से भी राजा बन जाओगे. It's all about luck and it takes time, but you only have to wait for your luck. लक के साथ आपका प्रेपरेशन भी काम करती है. मैं इधर पढ़ा रहा हूँ, आपके साथ प्रेपरेशन करके आया हूँ, ठीक है. डिग्री हमने like we studied from post graduation from some MA in post graduation from some other college, but it's all about the skill. It's about the confidence. It's about teaching, like we are teaching here. We are helping more than 100 and thousands of students qualify the NET examination. Luck plus skill, that works in your life. Okay, that is the reason luck matters a lot. That is the reason even without qualifying UGC NET, people got PhD. Even without qualifying UGC NET, they got as a guest lecturer in government colleges or private colleges. Okay, luck favors a lot, but then again, luck plus skill, when opportunity meets luck, then it explodes. You have to understand, you have to remember these points. Okay? There is struggle everywhere. Even if you do PhD, what do you think? There is no struggle in PhD. It will take you 6 months to 1 year to get your research proposal selected in any university. आपको PhD करनी है, पहले 6 महीने, 4 महीने, 5 महीने, 6 महीने, साल आपको struggle करना पड़ेगा to make your research proposal and to get that accepted. Maybe you have to appear for 5 or 6 interviews before you get even selected for PhD in some university or a college. Trial and error, बारी बारी, never give up attitude. बारी बारी करना होते हैं चीजें. ठीक है, शॉर्ट टर्म में लक काम आ जाएगा आपका. My luck never favored me. I started working as a writer in 2013-14. 7 years, 8 years I worked it. And now today is 2025. For 13 years it took me to reach here. 12 years or 13 years. It never favored me. Luck never favored me. But long-term success always is built upon your personality, your passion for the subject. If you do not have passion for English literature, you can never go anywhere in life. If you are studying only for fruits, only for rewards if you are studying, then you will never reach anywhere. You have to make English literature your religion. You are studying English literature, that is itself a fruit for you. That is itself a reward. वो ही रिवॉर्ड है आपका लिटरेचर. अब उसके बाद ये नहीं कि लिटरेचर से क्या मिलता है. लिटरेचर से आपको स्कूल टीचिंग मिल जाए. You may get school teaching, you may get JRF, you may get UGC NET, you may qualify as assistant professor, you may get a government job, you may come here and start teaching on YouTube, you may become even school teacher, maybe you may join some college or join some coaching and start teaching English, how to speak in English to the students of other background or other domain. Maybe you may join some MBA college and you start teaching them. Maybe you start teaching tuitions, start giving tuitions to primary class, secondary class, third class, fourth class students. It depends on your luck and it's about your ability, how much you can go in your life. Okay? It's about luck also, but in the short term, that is luck. In the long term, it is personality and passion. That matters a lot. If you want to become anything in English literature, you have to be passionate about English literature subject. कि कोई भी question कुछ भी आ जाए, सर memorize नहीं हो रहा, that's an excuse. We all have memorized all these things. Even from different background, we memorize every single thing. That's how you grow out of your comfort zone. You have to play outside your comfort zone every time. Okay. The golden rule is never stop moving forward. Never stop moving forward. कि life में कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, रो के धोके बैठ जाओ. No. You don't have to cry on your circumstances. You should never stop looking. I started working as a writer in 15,000 rupees or 18,000 rupees. 18,000 rupees per month. 12 hours a day I was working in Noida. It's all about struggles. A pregnant woman also has to suffer the pain. Every good thing in life comes out of pain. Every good thing. A baby, a child born in this planet, on this earth, through the womb of a mother, and woman has to suffer the pain carrying out the baby. Everything in life comes out of pain. Without pain, there is nothing. So, you should not stop anywhere. Time is moving forward. साल 2 साल निकलते रहेंगे. But आपको कुछ ना कुछ करते रहना है. कुछ ना कुछ करते time, I mean to say that if you have completed post graduation, do not give gap in your studies. Start doing B.Ed. Or else start working on PhD proposals. But do this also. B.Ed is also important. Even though I have also done B.Ed 6 years ago, B.Ed की degree कभी काम नहीं आई, but who knows about the future? Life is uncertain. It's not like A से Z तक जाना है. Life is not a straight line. It will always go zigzag, zigzag. One step forward, 3 steps backward. One step forward, 3 steps backward. That's what life all about. Okay, so you should be doing your B.Ed in English literature as soon as you complete your PG. Post graduation complete करते B.Ed में admission ले लो. हाँ, by chance you get the admission in PhD, leave B.Ed. क्या होगा? पैसे वेस्ट होंगे 50-60 हजार. Leave it. Doesn't matter. Even if you get, maybe you won't get the PhD in 2 years. Maybe you won't be able to qualify the UGC NET examination in 2 years. But in those 2 years, you must be having something like, आपने 2 साल में कुछ नहीं किया, but B.Ed तो होगी आपके पास. आगे कुछ हो ना बने B.Ed तो बन जाएगी आपसे. So you should be following this rule. PG होते ही B.Ed में एडमिशन ले लो. काम आए ना आए, कुछ पढ़ाना है स्कूल में पढ़ाना है, नहीं पढ़ाना, doesn't matter. Always be preparing for something. Never give yourself a gap. Never give a gap in between your years. Graduation, do post graduation, take admission in Bachelor of Education, B.Ed. If it does not work out, if you get admission in PhD, cancel the admission, go into the PhD. But for safety bucket, as an insurance policy, you see, B.Ed work as an insurance policy. Life term insurance लेते हैं. Why do we take life term insurance? मरने थोड़ी ना वाले हैं. But we are doing it as an insurance policy. B.Ed is just an insurance policy. Maybe something bad happens in the future. You start teaching in a college. You start teaching in a school. I know 1,000 women. कभी ना कभी कोई life में problem आती है and they have to join some college or some school to teach for their kids. Many hundreds of women are, thousands of women are there. B.Ed is a life insurance policy sort of thing. Okay. And then again, doing B.Ed, it may also open a lot of government jobs. Government jobs 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 bulk में आती है. Assistant professor की नहीं आती. Good support in private school also. आप English के master बन गए. Like you become so much good in your personality. You start speaking very well. You have to earn from your English literature, right? So if you become so aggressive in English literature, you will succeed in private schools also, teaching to the kids 10th class. And it does not matter whether you are teaching in a school or in a college, does not matter. If you give me a class of 10th standard, I will start teaching to a 10th standard students. Whether you teach in a school, whether you teach in a college, perfect. Does not matter. Teaching is teaching. It's the noblest profession of all. And it helps you transform the minds of the young children. जो समझदार है वो बात समझ लेंगे मेरी बात. जो समझदार है they will understand what I am trying to say. जो नहीं समझते वो जाएंगे अभी फिर कहीं ड्रीम खरीदेंगे. वो कोई ड्रीम बेच रहा होगा, ड्रीम खरीद लेंगे. They will not work on the practical path of life. What's the practicality? Some teacher might be selling you the dreams. गाड़ी ले लो, थार ले लो. It does not work like this in real life. So it has a lot of scope. Do not think like you don't want to teach. Okay, don't teach in schools, but at least have some insurance policy for yourself. Medical insurance, like I am paying for the medical insurance for last 3 years. मर थोड़ी ना गया, कोई कुछ हुआ भी नहीं तो, but insurance policy तो है ना मेरे पास. I could go anywhere in like without worrying about the medical expenses, just in case something happens in the future. I have medical insurance and all the security. UGC NET is what I said is the salt in your sabji, in your vegetable. It gives flavor to your vegetable, and it also gives the social proof. You have to qualify UGC NET to give the social proof. Okay, it builds your confidence and builds your credibility. आप कहीं से ग्रेजुएशन पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करो, doesn't matter. You must have UGC NET exam qualification in your long term career goals, as a long term career goals. Okay, UGC NET, I told you at least it takes 1.5 years to qualify UGC NET. 1 year, some student qualify in 6 months, some in 7 months, in 8 months. On an average, I'm saying 1.5 years or 1 year it takes to qualify UGC NET examination. Challenges, intense competition. JRF, अब ये 1.5 years ले लिए. Now you have to give more 1.5 years to qualify for JRF. Okay, more 1. You may qualify JRF in the first attempt, but that's an exception. 100 to 200 students get. I'm telling you the practicality of life. I'm not selling you the dreams. There is government jobs after B.Ed and after you should be preparing, because teaching में काफी आती हैं government jobs. Government jobs assistant professor की काफी आती हैं. You should be keep on preparing for government jobs. Never leave for government jobs as an assistant professor. Government jobs की preparation करते रहो. Even if you are above average student, you may qualify for government assistant professor someday. But requirement is you should not leave studying English literature. At least you should be studying literature 1 hour every day. Even if you have qualified UGC NET, even if you have qualified JRF, even if you have qualified all the examination, at least you should be keep on preparing, keep on learning in English literature 1 hour every single day. Whether it is speaking skills, listening skills, reading skills, or writing skills. Okay. And as soon as you qualify UGC NET examination, there is another thing. You can start working as a private guest lecturer. I took this route. I qualified UGC NET in the month of June 5 to 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And immediately in the month of June only, I started applying for the private jobs. And I got one private job. I started my career as a private lecturer. Depending on your personality, if your personality is good, like if you have some communication skills and everything, it will take you 1 month or 2 months to get selected. And luck also plays the role. Like if there are 10 or 12 candidates, then the chance of getting selected in private colleges is less. Even if the candidates are 4 or 5, the competition is between 4 or 5, then your chance of getting selected in private college lecturer is high. So at least 4 to 6 months it takes. But it will give you immediate stability. Now, how I developed this speaking skills, the ability to teach from private college, I taught here for 1 year and 1.5 years. From private college, I developed this ability of having confidence to teach the student of 100 students in the class. 100 students की क्लास पढ़ा दूंगा मैं, बेशक वो शोर ना करें बस. Okay, that's also a responsibility of a teacher to make the students engaged in the class. But then again, all these skills come from teaching private. If you do not teach in a college, you will never get the confidence to speak to the hundreds of students in the classroom. If you want to do admission into the PhD, it again takes 6 months to 1 year to prepare research proposal and facing interviews again and again and again and again. You learn that getting into PhD also takes time, 6 months. Immediately you will not get anything. You see, like you qualified NET, you immediately get the job. It does not happen. You will not get the job after qualifying the NET examination, it takes 4 to 6 months of struggle to find the private job somewhere with good handsome amount of income. Okay, so these are things very important. Next is dual track strategy. Prepare for government exams. Side by side, start working somewhere. Why you are wasting your time? Start working somewhere. You have already developed a kind of knowledge after qualifying UGC NET exam. Okay, you will only prepare for government exams after qualifying UGC NET. Okay, after qualifying UGC NET, you will get eligible to apply for government exams. You already have the knowledge of literature. Don't worry about it. You just have to spend 3 to 4 hours every day working on GK or working on revising the UGC NET syllabus. Side by side, you can always teach in private sector just for safety insurance. Build practical teaching experience. This is the most important thing. No one will teach you this thing. No one will tell you this thing. Practical teaching experience. We all are going to become teachers and we are afraid of teaching. We are afraid of teaching because we are worried about fruits. सर 5,000 रुपए तनख्वाह है, सर 10,000 रुपए, तो 10,000 है तो करो यार. Why are you not working? Start working somewhere. Gain the practical teaching experience. Gain this experience. Start teaching somewhere. It does not take much time to pull your salary from 10,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees per month. It all depends on your teaching. It only depends on your teaching. Build your network. I have only earned friendship in my life, I have more than 500 friends. More than 100 friends came into my marriage. I have only earned friendships. I have a big circle. There are students who got into PhD with the help of network. There are students who got into private jobs, who got into government jobs, who got into guest lecturer just because of the network. Network is built. Again, everything is a struggle, part of struggle. You don't say, sir, I don't have network. It takes time. 1 year, 2 years. If you are not doing anything, if you are simply crying on your situation, not doing anything, it takes time and it's a part of process. Everything is a part of process. My journey will be entirely different from your journey. We cannot, हमारी जर्नी आपकी तरह हो ही नहीं सकती, आपकी जर्नी मेरे जैसी हो ही नहीं सकती कभी भी एक स्टूडेंट की जर्नी दूसरे स्टूडेंट्स के साथ जैसे हो ही नहीं सकती. एवरी स्टूडेंट हैज अ स्टोरी इन हिमसेल्फ और हरसेल्फ. एवरी स्टूडेंट हैज अ डिफरेंट पाथ्स. Embrace it. Whatever life is giving you, embrace it and keep on working. Now here we come on to the immediate action steps. Okay, immediate action steps means if you have done your PG कर ली है, तो start preparing for UGC NET examination. If you are in your PG, start preparing for UGC NET examination. If you are in your graduation, start preparing for GATE or CUET examination. Keep on preparing for UGC NET examination until unless you qualify it. इसको करते ही रहना है. Side by side you can do anything in your life, but keep on, never leave the preparation for UGC NET examination because it will give salt. It will be a salt in your career's flavor. ठीक है. Side by side start your B.Ed. Okay, side by side you have to start your B.Ed so that you have some insurance policy just in case something bad happens in the future. You teach somewhere. Okay, side by side you can even prepare for PhD research proposal, but UGC NET is most important. As soon as you qualify UGC NET examination, do not just blindly go for JRF because JRF also takes on an average 1.5 years to qualify JRF. After qualifying NET, 6 months, 7 months, 1 year, depending on the people, depending on the student. Some students qualify it in the first attempt. Some students get JRF in the first attempt. Some students get JRF in the second attempt. Give one chance to JRF, one chance, or at least 2 chances. But I will not say like you should wasting your 1 year. Side by side, do something along with JRF because you already know, you already have qualified UGC NET examination, so it will not take you much time to revise for the JRF. You can include more topics, you can study more resources while preparing for JRF. Okay, side by side you have to do all these things. So I hope all these things are clear to you. Okay, next we have UGC NET, side by side PhD. Okay, gain some practical experience teaching in a private college after qualifying UGC NET examination. Okay, stop overthinking right now. Your mantra should be, I don't know exactly where I am going, but I know I'm not standing still. You should be doing something in your life. I'm not standing still. I don't know exactly, you don't know exactly where you are going, but you should be doing something, not standing still. है ना, यूजीसी नेट क्वालिफाई करने के बाद रुक ही गए हो, 3 साल तक रुक गए हो, जेआरएफ हो जाए, 4 साल शादी होगी तो भी जेआरएफ के पीछे पड़े हुए हो. You should be doing something. You should not be standing still. गवर्नमेंट जॉब की प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट कर दो, प्राइवेट की जॉब स्टार्ट कर दो, कहीं ना कहीं पे you should be doing something in your life, in your career, not standing still. And every single thing is important. Every single thing requires your struggle. I have told you the time period of the struggle. It can be more than the average time period, it can be the less than the average time period. Whether it is guest lecturer post, whether it is to qualify UGC NET, whether it is to get JRF, there is a struggle, there are time that you have to do, that you have to give. There is some struggle for like to get into the private B.Ed private school and then make your career out of it. In the private schools, like you may get less salary in the beginning, but then that's also a sort of career. That's a separate career. And your journey, you don't know where your luck will take you. I always wanted to become a writer. I landed here as a teacher. You never know where you are going to become. That's all luck all about. You cannot change your destiny. Destiny will take you. Destiny will take you, whether it will take you to that place in 2 years, in 3 years, in 5 years, in 7 years, in 10 years. You know, Khushwant Singh was a tourist guide until the age of 45, but his career started getting exploding after the publication of Train to Pakistan when he was 40 or 45, when his married life was struggling a lot. He became an author after the age of 45 years or after the age of 42 years. So it is not like this. You only have one thing. Keep moving forward. That's it. You are not standing still. That's the mantra should be of your life. And your destiny is already written. Wherever it has to take you, it will take you. Required, you will put the same efforts that your destiny wants you to put the same efforts. Okay. So these all are the things that I wanted to share with you. I hope you understood. That's it for this. And of course, join UGC NET English Literature Batch. Exam aa rahe hain. UGC NET English Literature Batch. I will be guiding you. I will be letting you know how to prepare for the examination. You will be getting the material, video lectures and every single thing. Alright. I will see you soon in the next video. That's it. Thank you.